Hey guys, AK-47 Master here, and welcome to my brand new Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for the Nintendo Wii. So I'm going to be starting up a new game here. Go to Court Record 3, New Game, Episode 1, the first turnabout. See, I'm super excited about doing this Let's Play, one of my favorite games of all time. Just a great game, very unique, very different from most games. It's like it plays out like a visual novel, as you'll see pretty quickly. And it is based on murder crimes, crime scenes in general. And I will be narrating it, so I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. There's the introduction of the first murderer. Alright, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. I actually kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him out. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yep, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! Sounds like he really wants to die. Yeah, sigh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty, tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her, I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy who they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I could say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem, Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous, if you can't tell. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thanks you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. A gulp, hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Now, the defendant, of course, isn't me, and it isn't my mentor, Mia Fey, so it must be Larry Butz. The defendant in this case, a likable guy who was my friend in grade school. So, Larry Butz. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I knew this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. No. I forgot. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily, of course. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the plus button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Alright, well if we check Cindy Stone's profile, we'll find out that she is in fact the victim. They give you Cinder Block as an option. So, the victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned, strangled, or hit with a blunt object. Well, if you check the autopsy report, it tells us that her cause of death was loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So she was dramatically hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem very much more relaxed. Good, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what the blunt object was?
The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Please press the plus button to check the court record, and do it often. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We're great together. What about me and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony? Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wouldn't take my phone calls or see me. Ever. What to tell you, anyway?
Mr. Butz, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before her death.
So now the passport was added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Yeah. Let's see. So we could either wait and see what happens or stop him from answering. Well, let's see what Larry has to say. Might be better not to get involved in this one.
Mr. Butz.
Dude, no way! That lying she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Now let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is quite clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. Stop him from answering. Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! In the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its second witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Wait a minute, that's the guy we saw in the intro.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, it's newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Okay guys, so on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we will be listening to Mr. Frank Sawit's testimony and breaking it down. See you guys in the next episode.